What is the best bike lock? Well, I've come to Abbas's test labs in the Westerwald of Germany with the best dozen locks on the market to find out how. Before we get into the test, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Insurance Emporium, for making this video possible. They are also offering a 10% discount on their de facto 5-star rated cycle insurance when you use a SoldSecure approved diamond lock, some of which we will mention in this video. Our lineup of locks includes the latest and toughest diamond and diamond power rated locks on the market. We've also got the best portable options and the best value for money options too. Every leading lock brand on the market was invited to be part of this test, so the ones that you see here are the ones that were really up for the challenge. Right, tensile pull. We needed this pulling rig to simulate what a small bottle jack does. Now, a lock's traditionally broken with a bottle jack by pushing against the two parts of the lock, eventually just forcing it to break open. This rig is capable of simultaneous pulling power, top and bottom, of over 7 tons. Your average bottle jack can only do about 3. This is the bolt crop. Now, bolt croppers used to be the #1 tool as used by bike thieves. That's until the advent of the portable angle grinder. The thing with a bolt cropper is it's fairly easy to conceal and it's fairly rapid and it will work very quickly on a budget lock. Thankfully, locks have got much better, but this machine can beat all of them. It can put out some serious tonnage. We're talking half a dozen of the world's strongest men operating the longest bolt croppers you've ever seen. So this is the torsion attack. Now, a torsion attack, that's the good old crowbar to you and me. But this machine can put, again, out some serious pressure. The only problem with anything being stolen by the use of a crowbar is it usually leaves the bike seriously damaged. So not the most subtle way of stealing a bike. Now, the massive pressure this can put out is the equivalent of using a crowbar of over 1.5 meters long, again operated by one of those world's strongest men. Right, this is our corrosion test. One of each lock is put into this chamber for 168 hours. That sort of simulates between 10 to 12 months of outside environment in a particularly salty area, sort of like a bit like living next to the sea. This is to ISO 9277 standards, and both the temperature and the humidity inside the chamber fluctuates constantly over those 168 hours just to simulate what it's like in real life. This is our final test, the angle grinder. Now, the portable angle grinder is one of the latest and most effective tools for stealing a bike. The thing with them is though, they generate a lot of noise, there's a lot of spikes, there's a lot of drama. Now, we've used an off-the-shelf DeWalt 18-volt portable angle grinder. Each lock has been tested with however many batteries it needed, and now however many of our steel metal cutting discs. Right, now the test is pretty much concluded, so it's back to BikeRadar for the results. We've got a dozen locks on test from 4 premium brands, split into 3 types. First up, it's the best value options, which all come in at or below £150. We've pulled, twisted, cropped and corroded these. And second are their most secure portable options, which get the same treatment. And finally, their toughest new generation angle grinder resistant shackle locks. These meet the latest SoldSecure powered cycle diamond standard. Yes, powered cycle diamond is a new standard and sits above the pedal cycle diamond rating. These have been subjected to our angle grinder test on top of our 4 standard tests. As I mentioned, these are the very latest locks, some of which have only just been released at the time of filming. We'd recommend you check the lock you intend to buy is an approved model with your specific insurance provider to ensure you are covered. If you want to know the Insurance Emporium's approved locks, then head to the description to find out. Before we crown a single winner, the improvement in high-end U-locks since our last test back in 2017 is impressive. The latest generation of angle grinder resistant locks from HipLok, Squire, Abbas and Litelok beat the toughest current official test standards by some margin. The downside is you are looking at the thick end of £300 or $300 for the range toppers from all our represented brands. If your budget is tighter, then diamond and powered gold rated HipLok DXF and Abbas's gold rated 420 are both very good performers at under £100 or $100. These are both non-armoured though, so my pick of the sub £150 locks is Litelok's powered cycle diamond rated X1. It's armoured against angle grinder attacks, very tough against standard tools, more portable than the bigger anti-angle grinder units and very well priced for its performance. Folding locks are very convenient for short stops, and I'd happily lock my own bike with Squire's gold-rated Stronghold folder or Abbas's gold-rated Bordo for a quick trip to the supermarket. Hiplok's lighter, bronze-rated switch is more of a coffee stop or pub ride option where your bike's left within sight. But these are more difficult to break manually than most budget locks, as they slide and fold. I'd like to make it clear that they have very little resistance to angle grinding though, and can be cut in a matter of seconds. My pick of the bunch here isn't a folding design, it's Squire's diamond-rated wearable Chainlok 10, a tough, heavy-duty chain wrapped in a thick neoprene cover, so you wear it like a belt, making it really portable, plus it'll fit pretty much any style of bike. It costs £87.99 or $97.99. When it comes to the ultimate protection from power tools, the angle grinder resistant locks are your best option. All of these are rated to Hold Secure's highest powered cycle diamond standard. These are all U-lock designs and all fared well in both our physical, manual and power tool attacks. The £249.99 or $299.99 Litelok X3 is massively tough. Abbas's £270 or $299.99 Granit Superxtreme is brilliantly made and tough with it. Squire's £289.99 or $379.99 D16 MAX is very tough, yet it's kind to your bike's frame, and Hiplok's £249.99 or $299.99 D1000 is a very user-friendly option. That one is also compatible with Hiplok's similar ferro-safe armoured ground anchors, which I believe are the best on the market right now. It may not have the toughness of the Litelok X3, Squire D16 MAX or Abbas Superxtreme, but it's tough enough and arguably more portable than all of those. Before we get into the angle grinder proof lock winner, none of them are truly angle grinder proof. All can be cut eventually with enough time, tools and enough cutting discs. For example, through our 2 days of testing using DeVault 18-volt portable angle grinders, we managed to discharge 10 batteries fully. We also burned out 2 angle grinder motors completely, sorry Abbas Labs, and we managed to get through more than 2 dozen premium steel cutting discs. Anyway, my pick and our overall winner is Litelok's second tier X1. It has most of the anti-angle grinder toughness of its X3 big brother, has excellent resistance to manual tool attacks, and proved very corrosion resistant too. It might not have the ultimate angle grinder resistance of the toughest in this category. That does go to its big brother, the X3, which took 23 minutes and 17 seconds of angle grinder cutting, beating out the Squire Stronghold D16 MAX, which took over 13 minutes, and Abbas's Superxtreme Granit at just shy of 11 minutes. The X1's cutting time of over 10 minutes is more than ample protection, and at £149.99 or $179.99, it's more than £100 or $100 cheaper than its premium rivals here. If you want to read reviews of all the locks tested, then head over to BikeRadar.com for the full report. If you want to know the best way to lock your bike up, or if you want more advice on what to do if your bike does get stolen, then check out our video on exactly that. The link is in the description. Once again, a big thanks to our sponsor of this video, the Insurance Emporium, and why not find out what my endurance road bike of the year is here.